To create a Google drawing, you're going to start in your Google Drive. And up here where it says plus, you're going to click on New. And you're going to take your cursor and hover over the button that says More. And then you will see pop up Google Drawings right here. You're going to click on Google Drawings. And it's going to come up with an untitled drawing. Okay. Today, we're going to just be practicing creating an All About Me poster. So I'm going to title that right there in the title. Okay, so that's the title there, All About Me poster. Okay, let's look at the tools here that will help you create your Google drawing or digital poster. Right here's the undo button or the oops button. So if you make a mistake, you can always press that undo button. This is redo button if you need to go back to what you had. If you're printing, which often we don't even print digital posters in Google Drawings, we share them digitally, but if you need to, you would click print right there. Okay, this right here makes things bigger, okay? Now this is way too big here. You're not gonna be able to see your whole drawing. So you can zoom in and zoom out as you wish. All right, this right here is the cursor. Right now, we have the cursor tool selected. That's why it's blue. So you're all set there. If you want to create lines, maybe you're making a graph or a timeline, there's a lot of different options here. So if you click on line here, and you draw the line, this right here, there's options that popped up, okay? This right here is the line weight. That means how thick the line is. This right here is the line color. And this right here gives you options if you wanted to make an arrow on the beginning part and then maybe the same on the end. That's how you do it. Now, see the plus, my cursor still has that plus sign. And that means if I click it again, it's going to keep making lines. So what you want to do is you want to click on select here, and I'm going to click on this. And if I want to get rid of something, you're going to press the delete button on your computer keyboard. Okay. If you want to make this bigger or smaller, move it around, you can do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete that and move on to the other tools that are on here. Okay, you can play around with all of these different things, okay? These are shapes, and you can use shapes on Google Drawings to create a lot of different awesome things. Notice all of these are on here. There's even a smiley face. Let's go ahead and click on that. Notice what happened to my cursor. It's a plus now. That means I can, it's kind of like a bullseye. You're going to click and hold down on your mouse or trackpad, hold, and now I'm going to drag out holding the mouse still or holding down on the trackpad, and now I'm going to let go. Okay. Now you can move it around. When we're resizing in all of the Google apps, you always want to do it diagonally. If I go like this, it's going to make it kind of squished. I'm going to do the back button, and same thing here. It's going to make it really squished. Back. So we're going to resize always with pictures, images, shapes, by the diagonal tool, okay? All right, to create or to color it, you're gonna see that paint can right here that popped up, okay? So I'm gonna click on that, do a yellow, and I'm gonna move a little bit smaller and move it all the way down here. Because right now I'm going to start my All About Me poster now that we've gone through those tools. We're gonna look at the rest. Now I want you to look at all these different options right here, okay? See all those options? When it's highlighted right here, if I click out of it, watch what happens. I'm gonna click here on my board and they all went away, okay? You're gonna notice that that goes back and forth. It's because if you have this selected, these are the different things. You can add text and everything there. If it goes away, it's because you don't have it selected. All right, let's go on to the text box, which is what we're going to do now to create our title. This right here is text box. Notice right now, it's going to give me that plus bullseye. And that means that you can hold down your mouse and drag it out. And now we have a big, nice text box that you can move around. Look at all the tools that just popped up because we have this selected. Go ahead and up here, look at these different, these are called fonts. Fonts makes your text fancy. So you can look at all these. If you don't have all of these fonts on your Google Apps account, you can click on more fonts and you can find some that you don't have, click on it, and then you say, okay, there, and it becomes part of your font tool belt. Okay, I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to go ahead and start typing in my title. All about, actually, I'm going to put my name here. Okay. All right, so you're going to type what you want and then you're going to click and highlight it. That's taking my mouse, holding down, drag, and let go. That's highlighting. We're going to use that a lot. And then we're going to go back up, and I forgot to choose my font, so I'm going to choose my fancy font. Notice it makes it a different font. And then as it's still highlighted, let's go ahead and go through these tools and change it up. If I have a title, I need to make it larger. Okay, I like that size. If you get it too big, like, whoa, okay, make sure you just press back and you can change it around. Right here makes it bold. So just like when you're reading books and there's bold words, it makes it bold. It's kind of hard to tell with this font here. This makes it italicized. This underlines it. This right here is going to make it a fun color. Let's go ahead for now. We'll do a blue. This right here highlights it. So if you, for some reason, needed to highlight something, like that, you can do that. Go back. Okay, we'll come to this in a little bit. This is inserting a hyperlink, but what I want to do is I want to go here and I want to center align it so it goes straight in the center. I can also drag the box where I want, okay? All right, let's go ahead and add some fun stuff here, okay? Now, I don't have a background here, okay? I want to have a colorful background on my All About Me poster, okay? So I am going to go ahead and right click, okay, on your trackpad. You're going to hold 2 fingers down and you're going to hold down your middle finger on the trackpad, okay? So I'm going to right click and this is what pops up right here, okay? So I'm going to go to background and I'm going to choose a background color that I want, okay? Maybe like a lighter blue. I'm going to do that again, background or right click, background. And then there's also some fun gradient. That means you'll see how it's a little bit darker here. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that there, okay? All right, now's the fun part. We're gonna add some pictures here to talk or to show things that I like to do. So I'm gonna click on Insert Image right here. This is a picture of the mountains. And I'm gonna go search the web, okay? And I'm gonna start with my favorite animal. I love sea turtles. So I'm gonna type in sea turtles right here in this window here that actually brings in Google Images into the Google Drawing. So you don't have to go to a different tab. I'm gonna press enter and lots of fun pictures here, okay? I actually love this first one right here. So I'm gonna choose that one and there's 2 different ways to add this to your poster or your Google Drawing. You can click it, hold and drag, drop it in, okay? Or you could just click on this right here and it says insert and it inserts, okay? All right, I'm gonna resize it. So we're gonna make it smaller, move it where I want, okay? And now I want to make it into like a different shape, okay? So as this is highlighted, see this right here? It says crop image. Cropping the image means that you can actually almost cut it like that. See those bars right there? Okay. I'm going to click out, click again. Again, what I did was I clicked on crop image and these bars came up. So that means I can cut it into what I want, okay? But I also want to do something that's cool. Instead of pressing crop image, it's this little drop down arrow that says mask image. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to choose a shape I think maybe that shape might be cool there. And notice it made it into a fun shape. Okay, so again, that arrow, mask image, and you could do some really cool things with this. Like, let's see, let's do this one. Okay, and it makes it into a fun shape. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna add my favorite food. I love sushi. Okay, so there's some fun pictures here. The good thing about using these pictures, you're allowed to use these. These are free to use instead of going to Google and searching for sushi. And there's lots of things that come up there. These are safe things that come up. So I really want all students to use this. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down, and that looks yummy to me. I'm gonna click on that, drag it in, and I'm gonna make it smaller. Change the shape, okay, and move it where I want, okay? All right, now there shouldn't just be pictures. We're gonna add some text on here. So I'm gonna click on text box right here and click where you want it, bullseye click, and now we have the text box, okay? And I am going to write my sentence. Actually, it's not capitalized, right? Okay, I'm gonna move it where I want. Don't need to have that big text box. Remember to change your font. You're gonna click on it, hold, drop, or not drop, hold and drag back. And then all of these options up here. Change the font, change the size. Okay, make that a little bit bigger and change the color. Okay, and continuing to move on. Okay, so those are the basics for your digital poster Google Drawings. Next time we will talk a little bit more about making it even more exciting by adding in hyperlinks and everything like that. All right, now you try, go create your own digital poster.